Your boy the man, NJ to the city, aka Nathaniel Joshua Williams. Back at you. Back with you. I know that I have been somewhat very much absent from posting new stuff to YouTube for like possibly almost an entire month now. I posted the last thing I posted was three new things. Third Parent, which is on the channel. I just put it under unlisted for now, so I can go back into it and see if everything that I said was representing, what I really want in the best light. I mean, Third Parent was pretty much pretty much a song explaining to a lot of parents out there. It's just the fact being, I look at myself almost like a third parent to an extent. Because of how much I love and care about the kids and how much I want to get back to them and want to help continuously mentor and encourage and support them. The song Third Parent that you won't hear until I take it off unlisted on the channel. Third Parent is pretty much, other than that, it's pretty much a song expressing to the parents, you know, children are a blessing. Please stop taking that for granted. Because when I get my time with the kids, I'm going to do what I have to godly do to let them know they're loved, they're cared about, they're appreciated. And I would love for the parents or whatever parents out there, please stop taking the gift that God gave you of having a child for granted. And stuff like that. It's pretty much me saying, I look at myself a little bit as a third parent because how much I love and care about these kids and want to care for them and give back to them. But also to existing parents out there, stop taking your responsibility for granted, and then wondering why this culture is where it is. Children are a blessing, and you need to start cherishing them and loving and caring for them as such. Because I can rest assure you, going through Instagram right now on NJ number to the city music, my Instagram that I'm most active on right now, I can rest assure you that again, a lot of people are living their lives very much happy. Depends on where you are, your views on things, your personality, and etc. But a lot of people are living very, very happy, beautiful lives. I live my life for the most part as a happy human. For the most part, God shows me practically every time I step outside my house, that Nate, you're loved, you're cared about, you're blessed. The world is out there for you to, go out there and do some great, incredible, amazing things and bring immense love, hope, wisdom, purpose, etc. You name it, into other people's lives through the ministry and through just great friendship and so forth and so forth. A lot of other different vices. But I want to let everybody know it's just the fact being a lot of parents, they've been taking their jobs as parents for granted, which is why we have this very, I want to say, messed up, screwed up. I want to say degenerate, but I don't fully know what that word means. Culture. Pretty sure it probably means everything I just said, but I don't really know. I can't look it up right now because I'm doing this video on my phone. But I want everybody to understand that straight up, that's why we have this messed up, screwed up, culture that we do, fallen world culture that we do. A lot of people are negatively stuck up in the past, and they'll just almost never move forward because they're trapped in the past, they're trapped in their ways, and they don't want to, get saved. They don't want true freedom, They want to stay what's negatively comfortable to them, even if what's comfortable to them is killing them, even if it's holding them back. And I can assure you, a lot of people are like that. From every generation, a lot of people are like that. They don't ever really want to move forward with Christ. They just want to stay in whatever is negatively comfortable to them, even if it's, destroying them from the inside out. Even if it's haunting and staunting their spiritual growth, their mental growth, their physical growth, you name it, emotional growth, you name it. That's just what they want to do right now. They're trapped, and they need to be walked to the water to help save them from themselves and such. But yeah, third parent, that's pretty much what it is. Children are a blessing, and I hope all parents, wake up and realize that, because not all parents care about their kids. Not all parents want the best for their kids. Some parents had kids, was so involved for so many years, and then after, a certain point, it's like disturbia to an extent, and etc. And I say that because of all the kids that I see constantly on my Snap, and I want to say Insta, but mainly Snap, doing drugs left and right. I don't understand why the kids think that's so darn cool. It's not. It's so darn, I want to say lazy, but it's so darn pathetic. It's not cool. It's pathetic. You know, with everything you could be truly doing in your life to honor God, honor Jesus, honor your parents, honor your family, honor your state, honor so many things I can name. you're wasting your time smoking drugs, selling drugs. You're wasting your time consuming all this crap into your body that's not gonna help you in the long run. It's just a temporary joy for entertainment, and once you're not high off of it anymore, only God knows where your brain goes after that. So, just want to let y'all know that's really the idea of third parent to an extent. Because I was yelling in half that song. That's why it's under unlisted right now. Cause I'm trying to make sure that you know, it's the best content that I want everybody on this channel to be listening to, whether it's the kids, their parents, whoever. I want to make sure it's the best content, because I'm yelling throughout half the song about children are a blessing. You should treat them as such. Stop taking them for granted. Etc. That's what the song Third Parent is about. Excuse me. But yeah, very much, that's one of three things that I dropped. The other thing I dropped was Outlier, which is pretty much a song just me saying how I'm the outlier of my family, and that's for anybody who can relate. And I got Outlier from NF's song Outcast. So that's Outlier is my version of his Outcast song. And I just look at it honestly, to the God first best of me. Yes, in terms of holding people accountable and helping people understand their sin, and helping people understand their wrongdoings, I am the outlier of my family, if you were to ask me. People have no clue how deep into sin they truly are, how God wants more and better for them, but they just, like I said before, are so stuck up in their own little, you could say, fantasy world, dream world, imagination, whatever you want to call it, to where they can't see what God is doing now and what God wants to do for them in the future. For me, I can see it because you could say, again, like my song says, I possess a wild imagination. And I believe within that wild imagination, God has shown me things that I'm telling you He wants to do for everybody. But you have to open yourself up to His love, His grace, His mercy, His forgiveness, and etc. You have to go out there and get out of your negative comfort zone and go out there and explore the world, experience new relationships, and etc. And just own it. Trust in God, take that leap of faith and just own it. But that's one of the top things a lot of people don't want to do, which is why a lot of people are where they are today. Now, some slums I can understand, again, you are meant to go through for a series of time, but you're not meant to go through it for your entire life, if you were to ask me. You got to learn how to break those chains eventually, if you were to ask me. Eventually, and truly be set free, set apart with the Lord, so forth and so forth. Good sermon to be preaching on Easter Sunday. God bless. The Lord is risen. So this video is mainly about my 2019 NFL mock draft. Part 2 by me and J to the City. But obviously I've spent the last 8 minutes discussing the three prior things that I posted within the last week, if I'm not mistaken, because I had been gone for almost like an entire month on YouTube and such. The third song I'm discussing on this video. If I don't get to the mock draft in this video, I'll get to it in another video. But I want to let everybody know, it's just the fact being that the second video was titled "You Can Accomplish Anything." Now that original song was titled "Race Related," and I decided I just do a whole nother version of that song, "Race Related." But you can obviously hear it in that song, and I have no beat to it, but you can obviously hear where I'm literally saying, not that everything's race related, everything is Jesus Christ salvation related. And I want everybody to understand that is authentically who I am, what I believe in, and what this culture has got to go towards if it ever wants to progress in any type of love and light. We have to stop thinking things are so race related. That's exactly what the enemy, which is Satan, wants you to keep thinking. Wants you to keep thinking everything is so black and white, everything is so race this, race that. It's not. It never was. We are made of flesh and blood. We are, we have a skin color, skin tone, etc. But I can rest assure you that, I rest assure you that, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, not everything's race related, and I hope to God that people wake up one of these days, hopefully sooner rather than later, to realize not everything is race related, and if you're believing it that it is, you will be forever pinned back. What that means is you are damaging yourself without even knowing yourself. You you're not understanding that's not what Christ died on that cross for. That's not what Christ gave his life on that cross for. So we could be fighting over race. It isn't. And for everybody that believe that knows that tale but still wants to be race related, that's what I have a problem with when it comes to our culture and society. Why so many people claim to know Jesus, claim to know Christ, claim to know what's right from wrong, but yet they are stuck up on race like it's everything. I don't understand how you can know God, how you can know Jesus, or claim to know God, claim to know Jesus, and you think everything's race related. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not. Get out of that mentality. It's Jesus Christ salvation related. God created everybody on this earth. Do you really think he wants us to be hung up on supremacy when it comes to skin color? No, he does not. That's the devil's vice. That's literally the devil's vice, if you were to ask me. But yeah, I really have almost 11 minutes into this video. But there's so many ways I have already broken this down. I can continuously break it down, but I'm not gonna do it in this video continuously. I love you all once again. Again, for better and for worse, God is good, and for better and for worse, I mean, I'm blessed to still be alive. You know, I'm blessed to, you know, having lived 20 years now. About to be 21 on June 11th, as I was born in 1998. So shout out once again my dearly beloved sister, Miss Mallory Pugh, who, like I said before, also the 1998 baby, and I feel like me and her grew up together, even though she doesn't even know who I am. But still, I mean, I remember watching her in the Olympics back in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. She was just awesome, and God bless her R&B heart and soul. She's awesome, and I just want everybody to understand, you know, it's just the fact being, you know, like you can hear in countless other songs. You don't even have to wait till my catalog keeps on divulging. You know, you can hear it in countless other songs, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about race at the end of the day. Not to say that at times race does not matter, because at times race does matter and plays a significant part in the struggles and triumphs and tribulations of our society and culture. But when you let race take over and make race as it's everything, that's when you screwed up. It's not everything. God is everything. Christ is everything. The love of the Father is everything. Your bottom-to mentality is everything. Your spiritual health is everything. Your mental health is everything. Your physical health, you could say, is a part of your everything. That's what's up, ladies and gentlemen. It's not race. It's not race. And I just want everybody to understand things like that. But I'm just saying, a lot of the music that I'm going to be dropping within this summer and so further on, this music is, again, I would say a deadlock to just, you know, I want to destroy this industry from the inside out, even though I'm not on the inside. You know, it's to completely just destroy things, you know, and bring a lot of hope and healing, light, love, and awareness, and just own things. Because I'm telling you, I believe I'm top 30 in this rap game, and I believe with all these records I'm about to drop, I'm about to prove to y'all I am top 30 in this rap game, with lyricism, with flows, with melodies, tempos, you name it. I'm about to prove that I'm top 30 with it, and I believe that, you know, the reason why I say top 30 instead of number 1, because I believe that there's so many other talented artists out there, ladies and gentlemen, and I just don't believe that I need to go ahead and go that, you know, that far with how much I believe in my talent just yet. You know, I mean, I do believe that, hey, when you talk about your favorite rapper, it should be me. I do believe that much, but I don't believe that, you know, when you're ranking the game, again, Drake's been doing this thing for you know, like a decade, practically, you know. Like, everybody says, you know, particularly with rappers, every rapper says they're the baddest, they're the greatest, you know, they're the top of the, you know, every rapper wants it, but the problem is that Drake's the only one doing the numbers. Drake is the only one doing it. I swear, it's so amazing how almost every rapper, particularly with the underground rappers, we're all talking about how we're the greatest, we're this, we're that. You know, we run the game, got the game on lock. But Drake is the one doing the numbers. Drake is the absolute one consistently doing the numbers, steamrolling everybody. Like he said, you know, I'm breaking records. I'm breaking speed limits on roads these people paved, and they don't like that. It's written all on their face. You know, like he said, in emotionless and such. It's so amazing. But I do believe I'm top 30 in this rap game, and I believe I'm about to prove that with all these records that I'm about to drop this summer and further on. God bless. Thank you for supporting me, supporting my career, supporting everybody. God first wants to understand. God first got everything. You put a man into the city out. The NFL mock draft part 2 is coming soon. God bless.